Hi, my name is Dana and I'm a reseller on Poshmark, and today I'd like to share with you what I sold for the week of January 31st to February 6th. So the first portion I'm going to share my screen and show you what sold. Okay, so this first item was this really cute brooch pin. It looked almost like a little Chanel purse. And I did get this pin at the bins. It was in a Ziploc bag full of other jewelry items, and it sold for $40. I bought the whole bag for $1.50 at my Goodwill bins. They charge per item, $1.50 per item rather than per pound. So yeah, I've sold quite a few other pieces from that bag. So it was a really great find. This next item is American Eagle long cardigan, and it sold for $24. And I do like to pick up American Eagle. I especially like to pick up sweaters as well as jeans. And this was a pair of Madewell mom jeans, and they sold for $27. I also picked these up at the bins, and they sold really fast. So these were a popular pair of jeans, and they were in really good condition. I do like to pick up Madewell whenever I can, but I do try to be careful as far as the conditions, because sometimes there could be like this sort of pulling in this area in the front here. So I really watch for that. And here's another pair of Madewell jeans. These sold for $40, and they were more the dark wash 9-inch mid-rise skinny jeans. And this North Face jacket, a windbreaker jacket with a hood, was in really good condition when I saw it at the bins, and I was really happy about that. But then when I took it home and I took a closer look at that, it had almost like this really faint, subtle puckering on the outside, and I think it might have been due to being in the dryer. So I did disclose that in the listing, and it sold for $25, which I'm happy about. So the next item is Lululemon, these really bright pink full-length leggings. Are super fun, and they were in great condition, and they sold for my full asking price of $50. Next are Levi's 511 light wash jeans, and they're size 28 by 30. I thought it'd be great for both men and women, and they sold for $15. So I had never heard of this brand before. I picked this up at the bins. It's Imogene and Wilie, and the style is Josette dark wash high rise jeans, and they sold for $62. So it's definitely a Bolo brand, and something that I will be on the lookout for in the future. These Fabletics in a dusty rose color were size 1X, and they sold for $16. And I had them for quite a while. I would say about 4 or 5 months. So I'm really happy that they sold. Here's another pair of Levi's. These are 514s in the sort of medium to dark wash, and they were size 30 by 30. So, another great size for both men and women. They sold for $25. And this t-shirt is a Jimi Hendrix vintage band tee. It was cropped by the previous owner, and you can see that it was very well loved, well worn. It sort of faded to sort of this pinkish color, and it had a bunch of wear, especially on the neck collar, as well as the edges of the sleeves. But I would say that this one also I had for about 4 or 5 months, and it sold for $16. So happy that it sold. Then we have these Everlane high-rise medium wash jeans. They sold for $32, and I really do like to pick up Everlane whenever I can. I have noticed that the sales have slowed down a little bit, or the interest seems to have slowed down a little bit. When I was selling it during the summer, it would get, anything, even if it was a top or, leggings or whatnot, as long as it was Everlane, it got a lot of interest and a lot of likes. But this one probably sold in about maybe 1 or 2 months, and $32 is great for me. Also sold this Anthropologie Next Era wool blend sweater, and it had this really cute Alpine pattern on the chest and sleeves, and it sold for $20, and it sold pretty fast. I would say I had it about a month. Okay, so the rest of these items were sold from late Friday to Sunday. So this Kenneth Cole puffer jacket I sold for $40, and after Poshmark fees of 20% and cost of goods, I made $29. And this jacket is really nice and puffy, and it had these sort of stretch panels to it as well, which I think probably will, make it a little bit more fitted rather than oversized. And it just seems really, really cozy and comfy. So I picked this up probably about a month ago, and just really happy that it is selling, because I definitely want to move my winter items. So I'm going to go ahead and use this large flat rate box that you can get at the post office. You can also order free shipping supplies on USPS website, and I'll have a link below for the website so you can get your own shipping supplies. And then I'm going to just add this packing paper on top. As well as I'm going to add this little thank you tag, and I like to handwrite a little thank you to the buyer. So I also use a little bit of this hemp twine, and this helps make it so that I can tape it to the top of the packing paper. Close it up this way. So I wanted to thank one of the viewers out there, Mimi. Thank you so much for mentioning that on USPS website we can pick up these, I guess they're small customs declaration pouches. And I had been mentioning that I don't have a label printer, and so what I do is I just print out on my black and white printer and just cut it out like this. So after mentioning that, and then I use a lot of packing tape in order to secure it to the envelope or the box. And Mimi mentioned that you can get these pouches. So I got them in, and I wanted to just sort of demonstrate how I've been using them. Let's see, and I am kind of new to this, but it just peels off like this. And then you kind of carefully set it down, smooth it out, taking that off. And then you go ahead and you put it into the little pouch. Okay. And then there's this little tape strip that you pull off, and then that folds over, and it secures the label like that. So really nice. It does save on some tape, and I think it might save a little bit on time. I think once I get the hang of it, I'll be a little quicker at it as well. So thank you so much, Mimi. That was a great tip. Okay, and then so this next item was this Fossil leather crossbody bag, and I love picking up Fossil when I'm at the bins. One thing is, it is a distressed style. It's made out of really good quality leather. Fossil tends to have a more distressed sort of style, and when something's used, it helps if it's not in a pristine condition. So for the distressed style, it is in great condition. And I sold this purse for $28, and after fees and cost of goods, I made $19.40. So happy about this one. This one did take a while to sell. I noticed that brown Fossil bags tend to sell quicker than the black. And I don't know if it's just because of this style or if it's the color. And then perhaps it's both. I'm going to go ahead and grab this here. And I do mention this in all my From Sold to Shipped videos, but I did learn how to do shipping through McKenzie over at Mcthriftzie, and I'll definitely link the channel below. But I use all these materials that she uses. She does use a thank you sticker rather than a thank you tag, so that's a little different. And she doesn't use the twine or the hemp twine, but I have to say that the volume that she sells is a lot bigger than mine. So I have the time to do these little extra steps. So. And I don't mind at all. I actually enjoy it, so. I do feel really grateful to people who buy things in my closet, from my closet. So, it's nice for me to just do a little extra step. So I go ahead and I just tie the thank you tag, and I have been, some people have mentioned that they really like the heart tag, so I got it on Amazon, and I have it linked below as well. So easy to pick up, and I think it sells in a pack of 100, which is great. So I don't really want this thing. Okay. So yeah, I do enjoy picking up purses when I'm at the bins, and they don't have them out all the time, and they haven't had them out this year yet, so but I enjoy it, so I pick it up whenever I can. Okay, so then I also have this. Okay, so this next item is this grandpa sweater with this really nice sort of Alpine pattern, and it is more of a 3D sweater, so you can tell by the knitting on the inside. And these sweaters are quite popular right now, so you know, it's vintage, and these vintage grandpa sweaters, you usually can find quite a few of them at the bins. It sold for $35, which was my full asking price, and I made $26.50. So happy with that. It is 100% cotton, so it's not wool. So I think it would be a nice transitional sweater. You know, you can wear almost any season. Let's see, what's this way? Maybe. So I have, since I've been so behind on my listings, I told myself that I could not go sourcing until I got a handle on you know, taking care of my death pile, which is, you know, all my unlisted items. So, and actually, so this is kind of the first time I haven't gone sourcing for a full week, and it actually feels okay. You know, at first I thought I was going to have FOMO, you know, fear of missing out, and I did get little twinges of that, but it went away, and actually, you know, it is nice to have a little break, almost like a little mental break. It's physical as well, and that way, because I wouldn't normally source on the weekends. It just so happens that I like to go early in the morning. I feel like it's just a little less competitive that way, and all sort of the regulars are there, and yeah, so that was kind of my preference. But so then now, you know, this past weekend I got to spend a little bit more time with my family and a little bit more downtime. So that was good. But my sales for this past week were pretty good for me. You know, I'm happy about that. The week before, I had a couple of days where I had no sales, and you know, it's funny. I have mixed emotions. Some days I kind of am almost relieved because I know that there's less for me to ship, and I can kind of like take a little break or a little breather. But then on the other hand, it's like, I'm not making money, and you know, what's happening with that? So it's kind of a mixed bag. But this week I had sales every day, and although there wasn't any really high ticket items that sold, it was good bread and butter pieces, as well as some surprises and some sort of old inventory as well, which I like moving that. So it's made out of this really durable sort of paper-like material. I think it's called Tyvek, and it doesn't rip, and it's also really water resistant. So I really like to use this envelope. And I was just thinking that personally, how would I like to receive, you know, my garments? And the nice thing about something like this is you can just open it up and then you can toss it into your recycling pretty easily, as opposed to having a box where you have to break it down. And I tend to take boxes right down to the garbage bins or to the recycling bin. So it's kind of an extra step. So I just think that this is really easy. And then you can also see that the pouch is right there. So okay, then I have this polo Ralph Lauren cashmere sweater, and it's got this really beautiful cable knit pattern detail, and it's V-neck in this really pretty ivory color. It's in great condition. You know, kind of surprises me when something is in such great conditions when you can pick it up from the bins, because it's, you know, this, basically they dump all these donated items into these large blue bins, and yeah, I should actually try to like think about what the measurement of the bins are. Is it about maybe 10 feet long by maybe maybe about 4 feet wide or something, maybe a little bit wider, 5 feet. Yeah, so they just dump the clothes into the blue bins, and then, you know, everyone rifles through it, and, you know, things are getting tossed in the air, pushed to the side. Sometimes they fall to the ground. And that's the sad one, when things fall to the ground, because then they get dirty and, you know, messed up. And so, but yeah, so this one was in really great condition. But this sweater sold for $30, and my profit was $22.50. The next item here is these Style & Company jeans, and the reason I picked them up, I usually don't pick up Style & Company, but I picked them up because they had this really cool embroidery on the jeans. And I have sold another pair of Style & Company that had an embroidery, not the same as this, but, you know, a different detail. So I felt pretty confident that these would sell. And they're also in a really good size. They're 16, size 16, and it's the curvy boyfriend cut. So really cute pair of jeans. And let's see, how's the best way to, I think I'll try that. These sold for $25, and I think that was their full asking price. And I made $18.50. I decided to do something different with these from sold to shipped videos. Rather than just focusing on the weekend, I thought maybe it'd be more beneficial if I focused on the entire week. And but then that meant that I didn't want to keep the you know, actual shipping portion to just, you know, one day. So I, you know, I'm trying to do the screen sharing for the first part of the week. Oops, I don't like this thing. Oops, I almost forgot. Oh, and by the way, so then, I don't know, I did mention $25, and I made $18.50. Yeah, mentioned that. So, I don't know, I don't know if it makes more sense to do it that way, if it's beneficial. You know, you guys can definitely leave me comments and tell me if it's helpful or not. And I did definitely picked up Cayley Elaine's style of you know, screen sharing, and that's how she does her sold videos. So I would definitely go check her out. I'll leave her link below, and she has other really great videos as well. So you definitely learn a lot from her. So put this in here. So this is these priority mail stickers that you can also order from the USPS the post office website, and they're nice because you can just kind of reinforce some openings. Okay. Right. So this next item is this really pretty silk dress, and it's Maggie London. It is a size 14, and I picked this up at this thrift shop called Out of the Closet, and they have they break up their items by colors. So the oldest sort of inventory that they have is a certain color, and that will be $1. And then sort of the next color would be 50%, and then the next color is 30%. So I was able to pick this dress up for, I think it was 50%. So I think I got it for about $5. And it did sell for $38, and so my profit was $28.90. And it's just this really pretty dress. It took a while to sell. I don't sell a lot of dresses, but when I do, it's definitely fun, because it's such a fun thing thinking about, like, oh, I wonder what, the person who bought this, what they're gonna use this dress for, what event. No, I'm gonna fold it this way, I think. Yes. Yeah, so I've mentioned in some of my previous videos that the reason why I started my YouTube channel was to document sort of my journey in my new career, and reselling has been, quite different than my previous career, which was an art director, graphic designer. And I worked for ad agencies for like over 8 years. So, and then before that, I had my own graphic design business. So, but yeah, so I thought it'd be great to sort of document my journey and my learnings. And then maybe, I can see hopefully that I'm growing, learning from mistakes, and learn from, you guys as well. So this has been really great, hearing, comments, getting comments and feedback, watching other reselling channels, and I like to share, those reseller channels as well on my videos. So, and, we'll see how this new career is. I'm enjoying it a lot so far, and I'm thinking that it's something that I can keep doing for a long time. Since I'm 57 years old, I want to have something where I can keep doing for, many more years. So I like the fact that it's pretty physical. Like, there's a lot of, even like packing and shipping, sourcing, and and it's a nice balance to the actual computer work, sitting at your computer and listing, and you have to photograph. So there's so many different parts of it, and I feel like as I get older, I definitely want to become a little bit more active, because as an art director, I would sit at my desk for hours and hours at a time, and it's not great for your body to just be sitting that long, so all good. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, then we have, I'm happy that this sold, because I am a fan of the Gilmore Girls, and it's this vintage hoodie with Gilmore Girls, and it has the dragonfly from the Dragonfly Inn, and it sold for $25. and I made $18.50. So, and it sold pretty quickly too. I would say in about a month. And let's see, I'll do this. Yeah, so I had a viewer had mentioned Ginger Marvin's videos, and shout out to Maria Felicity. Thank you so much for, recommending their videos. It's a husband and wife team, and they're so sweet and supportive. I really enjoy them, and they watch. You know what? I have to make this move. They put out a lot of videos. I would say almost a video per day, and their content is really great. It's very sort of what they do in a day, their shipping, etc. And that's better. They also they made this spreadsheet, and you can download it, and I'll definitely link their channel below. But you can download it, and that they don't charge for it, but you can definitely subscribe, like their videos, as well as I think they have a sort of a donating platform where you can buy them cups of coffee, and I'm not sure how that works yet, but I just kind of wanted to give them a shout out and say thank you so much for the spreadsheet, because I've been using it. I figured, well, before this, I'm not really a great numbers person, and I just relied on Poshmark's inventory that you can download, as well as their sales reports. But after watching a lot of different videos, I realized that it's not really great to just focus or rely on Poshmark's method of inventory. I should really be keeping track of it myself. So I went ahead and downloaded Ginger Marvin's spreadsheet, and I'm using it, and so it's a really good way to keep track of your inventory as well as your sales. So thank you so much. Thank you, Maria Felicity. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you because you give great comments too. So love it. Let's see. I noticed that I'm getting down low of the twine, so I'm going to probably need to go and get another one. And I pick up the twine from just from Michael's, and I experimented with using the twine. I used to go this way and this way, but then I was using so much twine that way, and the main reason why I like to put the twine is to hold the little heart tag, so I figured I didn't need that much. So here. Okay. So this hoodie I did also get at the bins, and I could have taken it over to my local buy-sell trades store and perhaps could have sold it to them, but I thought there might be some Gilmore Girl fans out there, so I'm going to try selling it myself. Okay, so this next item is a Free People turtleneck oversized sweater, and it's in great condition. I did wash this sweater because it was kind of linty, and had to do some extra rolling because that's how it is with black knit. But this piece is, I sold it for $25 and I made a profit of $18.50. So, and I mentioned before that I do really enjoy picking up free people at the bins. It goes through spurts. Sometimes there's a lot of it and sometimes there's none. So I think that's probably one of the most, you know, I don't know, exciting but also nerve-wracking things about being a reseller is just knowing what you're going to pick up. You know, where's your next, I don't know, you know, big haul gonna, what is it gonna be? What are the pieces that you're gonna pick up? And, okay, so I think that will fit. I was really happy that these this sweater sold. I'm in San Francisco Bay Area, so it's pretty mild weather here. So you know we can get away with just wearing a sweater as opposed to a big heavy winter coat. So and actually on some days it's warm, so we don't even need a sweater. But, on Poshmark we're selling to all parts of the country, so, weather varies everywhere. But definitely want to move my winter items, and I guess in some ways I'm anticipating an early spring. I mentioned that I don't sell a lot of dresses. I think maybe because I don't pick up a lot of dresses. But I did find this dress. Another thing is I don't really, I'm a bin shopper and prefer to go there. But I did go to the Goodwill store and I did pick up this dress. And I don't know what the front and the back is, but it's just this really beautiful sequined and fringed dress. It's kind of pretty much flapper style, and I just couldn't pass it up. So I probably paid, I think I paid close to $10 for this piece, and definitely that's scares me because I'm used to paying $1.50 for items. The brand is Metme, M-E-T-M-E, and it was size large. So this one sold for $75, which was my full asking price. And I, after fees and cost of goods, I made $58.50. Oh no, you know what, actually? That is without cost of goods, because then I have to add in the $10, so it'd be more like $48.50. So, anyways, it's a really nice dress, and I'm happy that it sold. And I'm wondering if it has anything to do with Valentine's Day coming up. There. Sure. Yeah, so maybe this week's sales were a little bit better because Valentine's Day is coming up. And yeah, because I sold 2 dresses this week, which is unusual for me. And they were both kind of like fancy dresses. So yeah, maybe the buyers are going out on a really nice dinner or something, or a night out on the town, which would be so awesome. Awesome to think. Okay. My older daughter, Kelsey, her birthday is February 14th, so we always celebrate her birthday on that day, which is really nice. Let's see. Okay. So this week I sold 22 items for $713, and after fees and cost of goods, I made $530. And please let me know, if you prefer this hybrid sort of version of, showing the whole entire week. Any comments would be really appreciated. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And until the next one, thanks so much. Bye-bye.